Hawaii is the most isolated place on Earth. People don't realize that. We are literally in the middle of nowhere. There's like 2,000 miles, a 2,000 mile radius of nothing around Hawaii. Even if you come here with a partner, unless you're prepared, you're gonna feel very alone and you're gonna feel very isolated. Now, will you survive this isolation? Most people don't. So in this video, I've actually got a little bit of a test that you're gonna be able to take. I'm gonna give you 3 key things. There's more, but we're just gonna get down to 3 key things that'll help you figure out if you will survive the isolation that you will inevitably hit in Hawaii or not. Aloha, I'm Peter Kay, and I've been living in Hawaii since the 80s. I moved here when I was 21, all by myself, and I've been here ever since. And this channel is for anyone that dreams of living in Hawaii and wants to live this amazing dream. So if that's you, this is your channel. Click on the link in the description, click on the subscribe button, click on the notification button, click on something and join me. So let's get on with this test. So test question number 1. Can you survive the loss of family? Now that may sound severe, but it's basically true. When you move to Hawaii, your family's not coming with you. And despite what they might tell you, oh yeah, we're gonna come and visit you because it's great, you live in Hawaii. They ain't coming. They ain't coming. They may come for one vacation, maybe one, and I talked about this in another video about family, so you should check that video out. They may come for one visit, but that's gonna be it. Yeah, we got FaceTime, you know, we got that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's okay, but ain't a replacement. There's no way that FaceTime will replace a family gathering at Thanksgiving, for example. That's what you're gonna miss out on. You're gonna miss on these big family gatherings, big or small, you're gonna miss on these family gatherings. And we take those for granted. And the other part of it is that you going to the mainland, well, that's possible, but it ain't cheap. You're looking at thousands of dollars, essentially, just to get to the mainland. So these trips, you gotta be prepared for a lot less. Well, basically your family life is gonna be, your traditional family life that you are enjoying in the mainland is over. It's over. Test number 2. Can you keep long distance friendships? You got a lot of friendships on the mainland, presumably. You're not gonna wanna give those up. Can you maintain a long distance relationship? It's not easy. What you need to be able to do, essentially, is to have regular calls on a schedule. Because if you don't have regular calls on a schedule, eventually they're gonna slowly fade away and you will not be talking to your friends on the mainland. You know, yeah, you're gonna be interacting with your friends on Facebook and posting a like and posting a post and whatever. Yeah, you'll have that, but that's nothing like maintaining a relationship. Yeah, the best you're gonna have is your closest friends. Look at this great, by the way, I'm in this beautiful neighborhood. Sorry, I gotta stop because this is a beautiful neighborhood that I'm in the middle of. Great turns, great drives, nice and green. Man, you can't beat this. You can't beat this. All right, so your friends, right? Only your closest friends are gonna stick with you on a regular schedule. And if you stay on a regular call schedule, then you will still be in each other's lives. You will have those great conversations, those deep conversation, or then, how's things? Great, how are you? Great, I'm great. How are you? Great, I'm great. You know, you're gonna have to have that regular schedule. So really only your closest friends that you can keep on a schedule, you'll be able to maintain. What that means, most of your friends are gonna go away. Most of your mainland friends are gonna go away. Hey, are you on the newsletter? I got a weekly newsletter that comes out every week, and it's got all kinds of great stuff. We got great content, we got photos, we got articles. You also get free invitations to the live broadcasts. We have live broadcasts every other week, and the newsletter is your entry to get into those live broadcasts in addition to these videos. So I hope you'll subscribe. Click on the link in the description and kick in. You could always unsubscribe. Okay, we talked about how you're gonna, family's gonna be gone for the most part. You're gonna lose most of your friends for the most part. So you gotta make new friends, right? So The question is, can you build new networks? This is not an easy thing. You know, where do you build your network at? Well, you build them at work. But these days, a lot of people are working remotely. If you're planning on living in Hawaii as a remote worker, you're not going to build anything for remote work. You're going to keep whatever network you've got, but that's not going to help. Church is a great place. If you go to church, if you're a churchgoer, can't go wrong with church networks. I would recommend that highly. The other one for the more secular types, if you're not a churchgoer, volunteer organizations are a great place to make new friends. But at the end of the day, you know, you got to ask yourself if you're good at building new networks, because you're going to have to build a new network, because you cannot live here by yourself. You know, are you an introvert? Are you an extrovert? Well, here's how you can tell, by the way. I don't know if you know this, but here's how you can tell if you're an introvert or an extrovert. An introvert is exhausted after a social event. Extroverts get energized by social events. So ask yourself, when you go to like a social event, like a big family gathering, when it's over and you're back home, are you like, I'm beat, I'm tired? Or are you like, man, I'm pumped, right? That will tell you of whether you're an introvert or an extrovert. And if you're an introvert, it's gonna be that much more difficult for you to grow the network because it's exhaustive. And you do need to have social events. You do need to do that. Oh, by the way, so I've just turned into another beautiful neighborhood. This is the neighborhood of Manoa on the island of Oahu. And it's another, like everything else in Hawaii, man, it's totally beautiful. I mean, these trees are like amazing. The valley, this is a valley, Manoa Valley. It's very green, very rich, a lot of rainfall. So it's a beautiful place. Like, check out this house straight ahead is the house traditionally of the president of the University of Hawaii. Look, I don't know how well you can see it on camera, but take a look at that thing. It's on a mound. It's big. It's huge. You know, it's millions of dollars of value there. It's totally cool. I don't know if the president does. I don't know if the University of Hawaii president lives there today, but that is traditionally the University of Hawaii president's house. Okay, so we talked about the three things, right? Can you do without the family? Can you keep the long distance relationships? Can you build a network? Share your thoughts in the comments. I would really be curious. I'd like to know where you see strengths and weaknesses. And I would really like to know how this video has sort of helped shape your thinking one way or another. That would be really valuable to me. All right, you got a question? I got a form link in the description. Click on the form, enter in your question. Make sure you give me your name and where you're from so I can give you credit if I use your question on the next video. Aloha, I'm Peter Kay, and I am living the dream, man. I'm living in the most beautiful place on earth. I'm driving through Manoa Valley. I'm driving through by the president's house. I'm driving in the most beautiful place on a beautiful day. It's a dream come true. I hope you'll make it. Aloha.